So we had a couple of really tough losses to division rivals back-to-back games, 21-16 against the Blue Dragons and 27-22 against the Celtic Foxes, who almost, it was 21-16 both games, if not for our late score that gave us the 1-point lead in the end. And unfortunately, the Celtic Foxes did have that long touchdown, were able to get the score and hold on for the victory. Came up clutch for once. And then we did not clutch up on defense. Two of our guys ran into each other, and a touchdown happened, and the rest is, well, sort of history. Of course, the division is chugging along. We are falling behind. If the Blue Dragons and the Monsters win here, we're like 2.5 games behind the rest of the division, which, of course, the year is still early on. Do we really think this NFC East team is going to finish with the Silverbacks of all teams? The team that actually lost to us with them winning the division? Probably not, right? So still a lot of year and a lot of season left as we are going to take on the Cyclones in Week 5. Did we do enough for a breakout? We did not. The Cyclones are 2-2. What does this division look like? The Monsters, who were the number 1 team this division last year, are right here at the bottom with us at 2-2. Of course, the Blue Dragons and the Celtic Foxes at 3-1. Let's take a look at the weekly awards, which apparently we've done enough to get one. Skinner with a sack and a forced fumble. I did not expect that. Of course, gave up the Bryce Young Player of the Week. But hey, look at that. A fumble and a pick. Not that it mattered because we still lost. McCarthy and Henley on the other side, and no breakout for us. Now looking at the team, big question mark here. Do we start Skattebo? I think Ali has shown that he might be a little more dynamic, might be able to work with this offense a little bit better because he actually can get to the hole in time, the hole that doesn't really even exist usually. But Skattebo has all the talent in the world. Great trucking, great juke move, great spin move, great break tackle, carrying, the most dependable guy on this team, but that 88 speed, it is really, really holding him back. And I mean, the start of the season he's had has not been good. 18 for 68 with 3.8 yards per carry. It's not a great start where you look at Ali, and I imagine he's probably already up to about 300 yards. So what do you do here? Who do you start? 200 yards, 210 yards, 5.5 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns, broken 8 tackles so far. I guess Cam starts again, but if he struggles, we might go to like a 2-back, kind of Ali as the starter, power back, short yardage situation, Skattebo, maybe. Jared Wayne's been great so far. He's a 74 overall. Would love to see him get a dev up because he is 24 now. It's going to get worse and worse to try and level him up, try to upgrade him if he doesn't get that star dev soon. 238 yards, 2 touchdowns, some really tough catches so far. Swain, thankfully, not any major injuries, even though he came out of the game at one point. And then defensively, it's crazy to even look at Maynard. But, of course, 80 overall Maynard. Persistent. He's an X factor. He's got unstoppable for us. He is just a really good player. Of course, Peck we don't know about yet. But Swain and him, superstar and X factor. I mean, obviously we could have done better at tight end. We could have waited a whole round, which would have actually probably landed a good defensive tackle, mind you, and then had the X Factor Trevino, but nope, we sold that one, unfortunately. But let's take a look at this team, this Cyclones team. We do have that storyline, the press conference. Could it be about Cam Skattebo? Maybe, perhaps, but let's take a look at the Cyclones, who are like 2 away. I almost went right by them. No injuries, just like us. We're healthy. And then looking at their team, Baker Mayfield, obviously a good, strong arm. Najee Harris is a good power back. Chase Brown's a really good number 2. So very similar to our running back situation, to be honest. Travis Hunter is your wide receiver 1. A little surprised he's not better than this, though, to be fair. 81 overall seems low. Amari Cooper, Bateman, not a bad trio of wide receivers. Johnny Smith might not be the best, but he is athletic. He's a problem. Brandon Coleman's a good left tackle. Meredith's a good left guard. Bortolini's, he's all right, but he's young at center. James Daniels, pretty good. Spencer Brown's really good. Milton Williams, solid on the interior. And then Wharton, not too bad on the other side. Matabike, amazing defensive tackle. Looks like a 3-4, so they actually are in the right scheme. Landry on the outside. Edmonds, a good middle linebacker 1, but I would definitely look to replace middle linebacker 2. Well, probably would start Searles, really good change of direction. Athletic, obviously. EJ Speed on the other side. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. Cornerback 1 is great. Cornerback 2 and 3, they're serviceable veterans. Free safety, definitely need to replace that. And then strong safety Kyle Hamilton is very, very good. Kicker, okay. Punter, solid. I love, looking at the teams and basically calling out what they need to do and how I would kind of change them. But they probably already know that anyways. Let's take a look at this press conference before we go into the weekly strategy, maybe have some upgrades, and then hop into game 1 of 2. Let's take a look at this press conference, week 5. They're going to talk about how bad we've started, probably, right? Coach, I hate when you hold it to skip, and then it leaves you with this run. That's clearly a problem with them. I don't know if we do. Sure, I guess. We've played pretty poorly, so if it's an offensive question, I'm gonna go with the under. How many wins do you... Oh, no. This is bad because it's like the lowest is 8 and 9. Yeah, 8 to 9 is the lowest. We need to win a lot of games. That's a lot of games. We want to win that, but yeah, I guess we get 1,000 XP and 5 staff points if we win 8 to 9 games. We could get fired. I didn't even think about that, but we could legitimately get fired. Oh no, we got some negotiations as well. But let's do this weekly strategy. See how the Cyclones have played. They're very good at running the ball, but everything else is pretty bad. So, I mean, I'm going to listen to the stat line inside run, and then defensively, they're really not great. I think we're going to try to run the ball a lot. I know they have good interior, but Cam Skattebo, baby. Let's see what we can do. And then do you change? Yeah, we're going to change Martin and probably put Cam back in there, right? I think. We should actually start putting linemen back in there, right? We need O-line to develop. Don't know if I can do anyone else here. Pierce, honestly, Pierce is great, but he doesn't really need the help. So let's, even though Fashion doesn't either, let's just build up the O-line. The 2 guys that have the most development chance. Actually, let's do Manu. Screw it. I've been trying to get these, like, out with less, yap, but there's just so much to do every single time you sim a week. Got so many things, and unless you guys don't want to see that kind of stuff, it's just going to be there. It's just going to take up a lot of time. Broden with an upgrade. Ball carrier vision. Ugh, I don't like that, but... Catching will definitely take. He's starting to develop. He's starting to get there. He's not too far off of being a true wide receiver 1. I think he still is a wide receiver 1 at this rate, but a true, like, super dependable wide receiver 1. Of course, also, real quick, the negotiations. I think Cam Skattebo, I mean, I don't know what we want to do with him because we could get good trade value for him. Regardless, though, we could always just, we could easily just trade him with that dead hit. I could live with it. Fant, this is a guy that I think definitely deserves at least a 3-year deal, so we'll do a 3-year 9, I think is fair. So there you go. Falele, I don't love what I've seen so far, so I'm not sure. And so far, everyone else... Oh yeah, Donnelly, crap, I forgot he's a UDFA. That is interesting. I mean, we're going to treat this as like, kind of like a delayed rookie contract, a 3-year 15. I think that's fair. He's probably played well enough to demand 10 to 15 per year as it stands, but that's going to be the contract. You just never know in the league. He's taking that deal to just guarantee that, his financial freedom is set. People always talk about, oh, that's not enough money. These guys run out of money very quickly. It's like, well, that's a lot more money than any other person that's a normal person is going to ever see. So if you can't make it work, that's kind of your fault, buddy. If you can't make $4 million work for you when you're in your 20s and you still have a long life left ahead of you, I don't know what to tell you. Because that's what he's getting, right? Minimum. Like, what was it? $10 million guaranteed, I think. Take away the taxes, agent fees, all that crap. You're walking away with at least 4 guaranteed. So what do you want? What I will say is we are, in fact, on the road again. Wearing some uniforms, some interesting uniforms. They're wearing all yellow. We couldn't really wear all white because you just don't know. It kind of could conflict with the bright lights, especially with the sun. So we at least got enough going on that's a different variation. I don't want light on light, even though the yellow is sort of dark. I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this, but on the road against a 2-2 team with a good quarterback. A quarterback that definitely knows how to win and is not Drew Lock, believe it or not. And, this is the type of game that'll get them over 500. This is the kind of game that they're looking at their schedule and thinking, okay, this is getting us over 500. We can't allow that to happen, though, as it looks like we're receiving the ball first, but I don't think that's ever going to be true. Yeah, we're kicking the ball first, which is all right. It's fine. It is kind of crazy, though, how much money the NFL would have generated for the builders of America with how many different stadiums were built in a short time. I mean, we're talking billions of dollars in contracts as across the country, really. But as Baker Mayfield comes out on the field with not a great start to the season at 5 touchdowns to 5 picks. That's worse than Donnelly, who's a rookie behind a bad offensive line. As much as I worry about our defense, I am also worried about our offense. I really want Cam Skattebo to work, especially oh, Lord. There is no one aware of the situation here, especially since we just paid him a 4-year, 28. Might not seem like a lot, but that's one of the most expensive contracts on this team right now. As Pierce, pretty good push, forces the issue, but unfortunately, they're going to get it out. Great job to push him out of bounds by Fant, who also just got paid a 3-year, 9, but still it is going to be a massive gainer of 8. Looking at potential play action here. Martin failed his breakout last week, and I think that's going to be on them. I swear, if this is on us again. Okay, every single time they've had a penalty like that, it's always on us, and I've never seen our guys jump off. Like, I've seen movement, but I always thought it was them first, but I guess it is hard to notice in real time. And he faked us out. We do catch him, though. That's, again, the power of, or the lack of power of having a slow running back. I think if they had Chase Brown there, he's gone. You know, he's right up the middle, 15 yards. But instead, we caught him because he isn't fast. Oh, we just got burned. And he's not going to take it. He's going to take the underneath. And we will stop him to the 50-yard line. I think you go for this if you're them. Damn, I can't believe. I mean, you got to go safe, right? From the 50, you're not going to have much of a chance to return it anyways. But this is crazy not to go for from the 50-yard line. Especially when you punt it to like the 17, 14, still not great. Either way, Donnelly getting coached up before he heads out there. Take a look at what his numbers look like. Did he crap himself? What was that? It's a little poop drizzle. 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 900 yards. A really good year so far. We're going to come out swinging with a play action. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? We have to take this off to the tight end. Just not going to have the time to take a deeper look, I don't think. Which is fine. I mean, you're gaining some yards, right? That's all that matters. Cam Skattebo, not a bad receiver either. And we're going to get in some trouble. And we do try to dump that off. I thought we had that sooner than that, but apparently not. I personally think your quote-unquote star running back comes back, and the decision to not run it twice in a row is actually a smart one, right? You're playing freaking chess. As that's a great route for him, Swain. I mean, if he's doing that to Kyle Hamilton, this guy's got a huge, bright future. Hell, even running the ball here, I feel like, is kind of predictable. No, well, Skattebo going to get a handoff anyways. And he's fighting, good stiff arm, just not really a consistent hold there. Skattebo back up the middle again. No help from the guard. Tries a juke move in, and you will see that fall forward from Scat that we're not seeing from Ali that much. Although I will say we have seen some broken tackles. Bad decision. What a catch by Wayne. And once again, we talked about it. He's becoming really dependable. Really should have ran it. It's just, you know, they had a front that I didn't love. Verticals with the potential blitz. It's not going to be. Skattebo. Juke move inside. Great juke move. Who is that? Is that Steffens on the ground? Fairness, you know, low overall superstar, so it's not really that impressive, but it's still a pretty good move as we're not going to get any blocks and we lose about 4. I mean, Skattebo's a dangerous guy in the open field. He just, once again, he's not athletic. That's why, you know, someone like him just doesn't get eyed up as much. And rookie Steffens, who drops the ball. He's had some hands issues, which, ironically enough, the opposite is the reason why he actually won the job coming out of preseason. Weeks was dropping almost everything, and Steffens was catching all the hard ones, but so far he has dropped at least 6 passes this season. And we're not going to have much time, as we're going to have to force that to Wayne. I mean, there's really not anyone else open. You can take the shot to Swain here. He's slightly open, but it's a big 6'5" guy, and I mean, it needs to be a perfect throw. With pressure, I don't know if we even get that throw off. It's a pretty good drive, and just it fizzles out. That's been our big problem lately. We usually don't finish drives until like right at the end of the game when it's too late. When we have to be more aggressive. It's amazing punt down inside the 5 again, or right at the 5. We've done a pretty good job stopping their run game, so don't want to jinx it here, but if they have to run to get out of this, I don't hate our odds. As, yeah, well, said we're going to jinx it. Huge hit by Skinner there. Najee Harris last week, 51 yards and a touchdown. The touchdown's cool, but yards per carry, not great. But again, we had that wrapped up, and some short-arm DT came in and just ruined my entire day. Pinch the line. We got Najee Harris. Good throw. Great catch. First down. It's going to be hard to do anything when a guy's catching that. It's just a strong hands catch, and it's not bad coverage. And we're all over it. He's in trouble. Baker's got a little bit of speed, but not enough to avoid the rookie Maynard. who gets a sack. I think his first actual full sack of the season. Like, he might have over a sack on the year, but I think they were all, you know, accumulated through half sacks, assisted sacks, if you will. Look at that juke move. Cam Skattebo back looking fresh. Massive loss on the play. I was going to run a blitz here, but I don't really love our odds of stopping a 5 wide on a blitz. And he throws it quick to the tight end. Gains half of it. Bringing the safety down, Skinner, one of our captains. Gets stuck in the line, and they get pressured hard. Skinner forcing the punt on a 3-and-out. This time we should at least have a little bit of time. There you go. Nice move. Try to maybe cut it all the way to the right, but nice little return. They got a lot of players on that right side, their left. We're going to run to their right, our left, and Skattebo will get a nice stiff arm for 10. It's just you look at a play like that, and you're like, okay, well, Skattebo's expertise really didn't have a whole lot to do with that. So if you had a faster running back, are you getting more? And then, you know, something like that happens, and it's like, okay, Ali's faster, maybe he gets in the hole quicker, but Cam Skattebo slips off of a tackler that maybe Ali doesn't. And we gain 9 from it. This is obviously a play you'd be kind of looking to maybe you set up deeper. I'm going to take Broden, who I would love to get his juke move up. Could you imagine a 6'7" guy making juke moves like Shady McCoy? He's already had, like, it's not like quick juke moves, but he's made, you know, some juke moves that have been like, whoa, how do you stop that? And that's a really good cutback from Cam for a first down. We've actually blocked decently well so far. That'll probably change here when we're forced to run the ball when they cover the pass. They actually don't cover the pass. Not a great throw, not a great juke, but it's a 5-yard gain. Pitch reverse to Mr. Wayne. These plays usually do pretty well, especially if they don't see it coming, which they don't. Wayne will try to just outrun everyone. Does. That guy thought we were going to take it all the way to the edge, and when we cut inside, he was like, oh, damn, he's like damn near slipped. Halfback angle does look pretty good here, but so does the run lane, so we're going to run the ball. And we're just going to run away because our guy doesn't want to block. We gain 5. Let's hurry up to the line. See what we want to do here. Stefan's not super open, but that's a perfect throw, but holds on to that. Nice, to the 4. We're not going to dwell on the pass, but it is strange that you catch that but drop the other one. This is going to be running right into a blitz, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know why we hiked it knowing it was a blitz, but I don't love the audible either. We really should have an out for pretty much everything, but we don't, okay? We don't. And we're in trouble. Can't even throw it away. Sacked to the 12. Definitely don't think we're giving Swain enough chances. I mean, he was open enough to where, yeah, he's going to get hit, but he probably does catch it. We have to just take that chance, you know. Swain has proven himself, and yet we're not giving him a chance to do it further. That is a dot and almost picked off, to be fair. That is a hot dot, but Ward was so on it. I am really surprised he didn't catch that. I want to see this in depth more because this is... We might have had Broden as well, but predetermined. I try to lead this inside. He doesn't really do a great job. That is a close throw. That is, I mean, just 50-50 every day of the week. They're going to say it was almost picked, which, I mean, I think their hands are so close. Damn. But we do come away with points, luckily, because, well, like I said, that arguably should have been picked. It was so close. It was a tough one, but should have arguably been picked. Thankfully, it wasn't. Nice hit. Fumbles the ball. Recovered. Can he stay in? He can't. Nick Martin with the recovery. Was that Fant with the pop? That was a huge hit. I mean, he stuck him. I want to see this back. He kills him. Fant. Oh, my Lord. Then he kicks the ball in the air. That is the worst thing in the world. And that's an easy recovery because of it. You have these corner looks. I really do like Wayne, but they are kind of shading the outside. I like Wayne. Damn, dude. That's a good defensive play. I don't hate the throw, but at the same time, I feel like there was something there. Skattebo on the run. Good juke move out. Gains 5. Not only gains 5, but gets the clock moving. I think that's a big factor, too. See if we can do something with this. And we're just going to run. We have Broden, but I just don't trust the throw. I try to slide. Thankfully, he doesn't fumble. I don't trust any throws. Last thing I need, even though it's a touchdown throw probably, is to overthrow a ball when I have a first down, you know? And Cam drops a touchdown. I get it. He got caught up on the line, but that sucks. That erases our quote-unquote mistake of not throwing that touchdown, and, you know, we get a touchdown anyways. It's a tough one. That's a great throw, though. Broden slips off the tackle. We get it anyways. Thank you for redeeming me, Broden. After we sold him down the river, because I'm pretty sure he was the one that we had the touchdown to, and we just didn't throw it. There you go. 10-0. I mean, we really, you know, struggled to score early in the last 2 games. And here we are because of that fumble in, you know, a really good position to end this first half with a lead. And yeah, they do play it conservatively because, I mean, you have no time left anyways. 10-0 at halftime with ball. If we have a good start to the drive, I mean, we can almost close it out right away. 17-0 is hard to come back from, especially, you know, when it's like halfway through the third by the time that happens. We got the Blaze versus the Celtic Foxes with the Blaze trying to do us a favor here, up 7. The Blaze, even though they're only 2-2, I've seen some scores from them, man. Their offense, when it's hot, no pun intended, it definitely can put up some points. Silverbacks versus the Warthogs, and man, I don't know what it is, dude. We killed the Silverbacks. They should always be getting killed, yet here they are, you know, kind of working their own division here a little bit. Stingers versus the Jumbo Shrimp halfway through the game, and man, Lamar Jackson and the Stingers, they look like they're back on top again. Putting up a lot of points as well. Here goes Najee on that big run. They haven't really had much since. They've had 2 good runs. That was obviously the best of them by far. Donnelly, perfect throw. Broden slips off the tackle for the touchdown. And we get on the board with a score. Let's run the ball inside and defend. They haven't really even taken a shot past medium, so why would it, or short, so why not? Why would I go away from what they've been doing? Ali on the return is actually going to be Weeks. Usually we try to fade this thing over to the left, and for good reason, as it usually is open. Good juke move. Weeks to the 36. Got the extra tight end on that right side, but I still think left is fine. And for good reason, as we get a holding call. 9 yards is erased. I hate you! All right, almost forced to throw it on 1st and 17. Oh, wide open running back. There goes Cam. Cam Skattebo for a gain of 11. It sucks we didn't catch him a little bit sooner because we caught him right as he stopped, so it took a little bit of time to get that acceleration back up. We forced to throw to Steffens, who does hold on, and we'll get the first down barely. We got Ali now in on the play. Gonna show off his speed, which he does. Ali gains maybe 15, 16 yards to the 37-yard line. Play action Gadsden. Might be our main look. Usually is on this play. And that's going to be almost picked off. Severely behind him. We're actually starting to move down the field pretty nicely here, you know, looking like, hey, we might actually get this. Skattebo in the slot, trying to throw them off. It's a big fella-ish, as he doesn't really get the block. Good stiff arm Ali, 3rd and 6. All right, 3rd and 6. Maybe setting up something on 4th and short. Swain. It's not a great throw, but it'll get there, and Swain will score. Huge, huge opening. Great read, and they just blew that. I don't know why they came all out. I mean, the blitzes have worked in the past, but honestly, our offensive line's looking a little bit better this week. I mean, they give a free rush there, but at the same time, you give 2 wide open receivers. I had Wayne and Swain. The double ain, if you will. That's sus. Yeah, bend over. Let me give you the double ain. I don't know, man. Things are set, all right? Pierce getting double-teamed hard. Oh, that's a great play in there by, who is it, Tull? That was a Tull task, if you ask me. Yeah, I'm done. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Skinner, not wrong player. We want the guy going against the running back, and they will actually give it to the wide receiver who gains 1 yard. Travis Hunter really not been involved so far today. Also, do captain's badges just not show up in Team Builder? Because I have not seen them yet at all. Is that? Oh, it's Johnu. Man, he's so fast. And I think he's going to be denied. 4th and inches. You got to go for it, down 17. They're going to punt it, man. Where is their defense giving them any sort of confidence to make a stop? Oh, my God. Yeah, well, yeah, I was about to say, oh, my God, I see him running in crazy like. I mean, there's really no point. You might as well just fall down because if you fumble, it's just a benefit. If you get a return, it doesn't matter. Guy runs right into the kicker lay. The game was probably over, honestly. And Dallas Flowers, I get it. You know, you get a free rush, but you're late. You know, you're not there anyways. It doesn't matter. I saw that coming, too. You could see him rounding the edge like a maniac. And there was no stopping him. Oh, look at that. Greenfield. Oh, getting stiff-armed by freaking Mayfield. But Skinner, obviously, he He's been hit sticking everybody. That guy's freaking hit stick Najee Harris with no issues. So, I mean, you think Baker Mayfield's going to be a problem? Trying to get in there, and that's a wide open Najee Harris. And we just talked about it, but Skinner gets stiff arm that time to the 21-yard line. I love it when we choke. I love it. And that will actually be a run to Najee. Great tackle by Fant, who is just aggressive. That's an aggressive man that will play like a safety as a DB. He's really been, the reason why we're in this situation as is. We left the running back wide open. And for good reason, as we knew that left side was going to find an opening, and Cooper gets the touchdown. I mean, if you look at that fumble that led to a touchdown, I mean, without that, we're only up by 3. So, Wayne. Oh, my God. What a throw, though. Well, I wanted to set the feed. Didn't, but it's fine. It worked out. Ollie in the inside give. I really think this is a blitz. And I don't know if it is, but they ran in, and there goes Ali. 2 runs for like 30 yards. I just love Skattebo in the open field so much. It's just he's so slow. He doesn't get there often. We're in trouble. Try to throw it away. Can't. Donnelly gets cooked for 13. And it ain't drop back on this, and I'll tell you that. He hops right over Manu. All right, fourth quarter. This game is turning. It is absolutely turning. That late hit on the punter has changed the entire game. This deep end usually does have a look. It's just, will you have the time to throw it? Usually not. What it takes is that Steffens. It's a great catch, Steffens. Cutting inside, gets the first down, 25-yard gain, massive. That is a huge play. We're going to double streak here. Kind of like this, kind of levels streak. And there's nobody on Skattebo. Gets about 12 yards. Back to Ali on the ground. And they're going to give him room. Oh, he can't accelerate to that spot, though. Gain 6. Inside give to Skat, who will stiff arm off of a player inside the 4. You got the swing pass, Skattebo. See if we can get it. Oh, they're on it. Nice spin. Truck back to the line. Play action, Steffens. Swain, maybe? Oh, we had Swain. Cut up. To the 2. The guy got bumped, but he ran it right away, so I hesitated. And now we got Milrow in. They're probably thinking read option. We're thinking throw. Yep, they thought read option. We're thinking throw. We outplayed them. Mind games. Skattebo touchdown. Likely the dagger. You see Jalen Milrow and you're like, oh, well, clearly they're going to run a read option. Not today, buddy. If you're going to leave someone that open, anybody can hit the throw. We let the AI come out there and, they give up a lot of yards in a short period of time. There is nobody on Johnny, by the way. I don't know where the hell that guy went, but they got lost. All right, here we go. Onside kick, big opportunity. And that is a crazy pickup from Steffens. There's a time to be aggressive, and that time is not now, especially when Skattebo is going to get the first down anyways. Huge. Yeah, that's over. GG. And then 4th and 2 to try to end this game. We're going to go for it. Swain's my guy. Yep, there he is. First down, Swain. Game over. And there we have it, a victory, 24-14 over the Cyclones. I mean, they have a good quarterback, but, their offense, their identity, man. I feel like I don't even remember their offense at all. I really don't. Like, I feel like the time of possession in this one was massively in favor of us, right? Like, it must not have been even close at all. Let's, of course, take a look at the stat line. They're going to show some highlights from them. Who gives a damn? We won. Let's take a look at these numbers. Of course, Donnelly, 184, 75% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. Obviously, Milrow got involved. 1 for 2 yards and a touchdown. Pretty damn good passer rating. Of course, Mayfield's passer rating looks good. It's just they weren't sustaining drives. They weren't scoring. Skattebo, 16 for 86, 5.3 yards per carry. We loved it. Ali, though, 4 for 40. So it's like, okay, well, Skattebo is the guy, the bell cow, but Ali does do more in the less touches he gets. Obviously, you compare these two, and you can see, Cam Skattebo with some broken tackles and whatnot. Receiver, Skattebo, another, he had over 100 yards in this game. Another 36 through the air, 56 and a touchdown for Swain. Wayne with 40. Broden, 16 and a touchdown. And just a bunch of random stuff there. But looking at the sack totals, 1 for Matabike, 1 for Maynard, 1 for Landry and Wharton combined. No picks in this one, either side. Couple of chances, but for the most part, nothing crazy But a clean victory for us, no injuries. And speaking of Skattebo, I mean, this guy has just always got upgrade points. What am I supposed to do with that, you know? I'm going to go power back just because I think his juke move is already good enough to where he breaks the ankles almost every time. 1 to truck, 2 to break tackle, 92 break tackle now. That's ridiculous. I actually need that stiff arm to get up, believe it or not. Normally, we're loving the trucking upgrades, but, you know, if I want him to be fully balanced, that's what I want. I want 90 across. And, of course, Julius Wood, going to go with hybrid. Really would have loved to see him get a... well, I guess to be fair, you could still get one in the after this season's over, but I need to see him. I desperately need to see him get an off-season scenario where he can get speed. Even 1 speed would be massive, but let alone 2, that would be game-changing. Let's take a look at our Week 6 bye week. Get some XP in there. Maybe a Player of the Week. Highly doubt it, but never know. I don't think we would have had one, though, right? We had some pretty low numbers. We did not. I'm so curious to see who was the Player of the Week. Silverbacks and Kodiaks with the Steamers and the Vipers. McMillan with a great game. 3 catches for almost 200 yards. A lot of stuff for Reed as well. 2 fumble recoveries, a force, a pick. Blackman with 2 picks in general. And then, of course, a 5-touchdown, nearly 400-yard game for Jaden Daniels. We got a new storyline, an OC storyline. What is this going to be? We are 2-3 now as we head on to the next game. Telvin Tull and Justin Rogers have charity events this week for my cause. Are you interested in joining? Oh, my Lord. Tull's event is access to clean water for communities. Rogers a voter participation event. Whoever you pick will be happy and the other guy will be bothered. As much as I want Tull to work because he's a rookie, I'm going to go to Justin Rogers' event. I think this guy has a higher upside. Expect a response from the other player. Please don't. Please don't. Who is the one that actually had the water charity, which is clearly more important? Oh, crap. He's got back from the charity. I said you made an appearance. Wait, did I not say to go to Justin Rogers' event? I have no idea what this is going to be. Entertainer or leader are the most common ones. I'm going to go entertainer. I'm so goated. I'm so goated, dude. Oh my God, I'm so goated. 25% chance. I've nailed it every time. 2 different times I've had to do something like this. Nailed it every time. He's just too good at it. He's too good. 50-50 shot. Well, not even 50-50 shot. 25% shot, like we said. As far as the first mock draft goes, they said mock draft available. I don't think this was the second one. So first one, they got the Barons as the number 1 team with a quarterback. You got an edge rusher, Hickman, prototypical edge size. Where do we stand? Man, I do love the Steamers, though. That freaking... If it wasn't for, like, the Steamers kind of existing in previous Maddens, even though it's not the same logo, I would have chose them, especially since, you know, made them a Wisconsin team. Oh, it's just... I like that logo so damn much, dude. It's the one I love the most, to be honest. I love ours as well, but it's just... It's so good. They have us at 11 taking a tackle. They aren't wrong, but at the same time, that is high to be taking a tackle, no? Who is the best team in the league right now as we stand? The Barons. That's not the Barons. Spartans. Barons are number 1. Spartans at number 32. An A blockshed. Yeah, I might have to keep an eye on him myself because I think DT is probably our biggest need over even linemen at this rate. But yeah. There you go. There's mock draft 1. Let's head on to the next week. Week 7 against the Mavericks. I imagine on the road again because, yeah, we have... been on the home team for a while now. There are the Mavericks. Got another freaking press conference here. Let's look at the players of the week real quick as well while we're at it. We've got Stroud and Garner Johnson, Awuzie and Goff. Oh, look at the Jumbo Shrimp cleaning up. Couple of awards here for the Jumbo Shrimp so far. Let's do this press conference first and foremost. Not sure what they're going to ask because literally weekly we've been... Oh, here we go. We'll have to find out. Which stat we talking about? How many first downs you average per game? Over 15. Easily, right? Higher than... Oh, obviously higher than 10. What the hell kind of question is that? Obviously, right? That's right, baby. I mean, that's pretty much guaranteed for any team, right? 5 morale and 7 staff points. That morale is huge because our morale has been negative basically all season long. Does that actually... What did I just click? No, we're not rebuilding the stadium, dude. We just got here. But does that actually put us in the positive or at least equal? I don't need to even be in the positive. I just need to be equal. And it doesn't. Still, damn, dude. What the hell's going on here? The hell's going on here? Still do not have the tight end or the center's dev revealed. Peck is, how close is he? He's a little over half. Power upgrade while I'm here, why not, dude? As he is going to get 2 to run block, 2 to run block power. Need the pass block power up, too. He is so raw, even though he's a hidden lineman. That's one of those awful draft picks if they don't end up as hidden. That is just not a good player at all. But he's not been the biggest problem on the offensive line, so what can I say? A lot of yapping again, but here we are, the 2-4 Mavericks, which is a little surprising because you got Jordan Love, Jonathan Taylor, Brian Thomas Jr. Slayton might not be the best overall, but he is fast. Don't get it twisted. And then, of course, tight end's not the best. Corey Swain needs to be starting for sure. The Swain tight ends just need to be goated. Doesn't have the day one starter tag, so it's like, well, you know, how do you do without the ratings? Rasheed Walker, left tackle. Allegretti, left guard. Dahlman, center. Right guard, Parham, right tackle. You know, it's okay. It's like 80 across the board if you equal them out. We'll say this is a good defensive line, though. You got Greg Rousseau, who looks crazy good. Trey Hendrickson, who, of course, is crazy good. DeForest Buckner, I mean, assuming he's still a superstar, might have inside stuff. That's a great 3 guys. Off ball, you know, Rodriguez is still pretty good. Barton's got some speed. Eugene Asante's really fast. And then you look at the cornerbacks. You got some pretty good players here, too. Quinyon Mitchell has definitely developed pretty far. And Drew Phillips, super sleeper. Really good corner, too. Free safety, great. Strong safety, solid. I don't get how this team is not better. I don't know how they're 2-4. This is a 5-1 team, if you ask me. So actually take a look at the numbers. Yeah, I mean, their offensive numbers look good, so their defense must just suck, even though we definitely know it doesn't. I'm going to say short defense passing. And then, yeah, statistically, their defense does not look great. I think you're still going to have to run the outsides. Nah, you got to run inside, even though you got Buckner there. Got a couple of upgrades. Some of the guys are lower overall, but they are all starters. Sean Steffens, one of them. 3 to short route, 2 to release, 2 to spec, 1 to medium route, 1 to catching. Obviously, a very raw player still, but he's made a couple of big plays for us, especially with that speed. You guys probably don't care about the offensive lineman upgrades too much, but that's not bad. 2 to pass block finesse is actually a massive upgrade. He's starting to develop. That awareness is just awful. Got a couple of upgrades for cornerbacks now. Miles Harden, who, you know, he's almost played himself out of being the starter and then has just made a couple of plays in coverage that I just would have never expected that has kept him at that boundary spot, especially since Fant, who I can't even look at apparently, has been pretty damn good in the slot, so I don't really want to move out what's working. As we are going to go for a playmaker upgrade for Wayne, who puts him now at 75 overall. I can't believe this morale is this low still. Could just be from us losing at this rate, but 3 to deep route, 1 to medium, 1 to release, 1 to short. That medium route definitely needs a lot of work, but 80 short route, 79 deep, pretty good catching. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he is getting there. And then, of course, you have Fant, if they let me, which they will. A man-to-man upgrade for him, which is just the best upgrade, right? You get a little bit of everything. Don't get a zone this time, but 1 to press, 68 man, 69 zone. He's developing, and we got him on that 3 or 9, so we'll have some time to do so. And here we are rocking some more alternates. Braden Donnelly did a little over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, 2 picks. We are loving what we're seeing so far. And then, of course, on the other side, the Fort Worth Mavericks. This is a team that should not be 2-4, just simply put. They might have just had some unlucky breaks. You know, you never know. But I just don't see it. I don't see how this team is this solid looking, but it's 2-4. So we're about to find out if it really is that bad. Maybe there's a culture problem. Maybe there's a playbook problem. I don't know. They're just not running the right stuff. But on paper, I think this is a better team than they're saying. So we are going to be on high alert. As usual, we are going to be kicking this thing off first. They are going to be coming out onto the field. Was that Heil? That was interesting. Also very interesting to see Mike McCarthy coaching up Jordan Love. 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 1,500 yards. I don't see it once again. I mean, that's a good season. It's a very good season. Either way, it is what it is. It is what it is. Not our problem. Hopefully, we'll make it 2-5. As they get a quick look. Great cat. I thought he was going to drop that the way he had the hand, ball way out. Taking a step inside. Taylor outside. They are going to throw a perfect look. And if not for their own inflicted PI, I think that's a touchdown. We might have been able to prove early on what we thought was right as, yeah, I mean, he runs right into his own guy. Both of them, win their route. But because of that, they run into each other. That's a touchdown. That is 100% a touchdown. He beats him off the line. That's, yep. He did what? Off the line. 3rd and 4. Up near the line of scrimmage with the safety. And there goes another look. Wood's not going to catch him. And we're just not back there. Brian Thomas Jr. is just going to cook us all day long over top, huh? How can we not get back there in time? He's fast. We should know he's fast. I mean, don't get me wrong. We got him near the line of scrimmage, but he's backpedaling. The corner gets completely towards. I don't know what he's looking at. He just stops. Yeah, pretty easy throw to hit when there's nobody on him. I can't believe for a moment I actually thought Wood was going to catch up. As Ali on the return is not going to have many blocks. We set it up as well as we could. You know, hold that angle the entire time and then cut inside last second, hoping that, you know, all 3 get blocked by 1, which kind of happened, to be fair. Donnelly, we've seen the numbers, and they're looking pretty good. I'm liking them a lot. I'll put it this way. I'm liking them a lot more than I thought I was going to like them, and that is saying something. I think you got a double team Buckner, because I think he does have inside zone, right? Or inside stuff. Is that what it's called? Yep, inside stuff. So run plays on the inside. Oh, my God. What the hell was that? Runs inside are going to be a little bit better defended. I've never seen 2 players upended like that. It's like a damn tsunami. What the hell is that? See, now that's the type of stuff that gets made into a YouTube short, all right? I got to start doing that. That's a little predetermined, and because of it held a little long on the release, a little frayed. Predetermined that it was going to be open. Didn't really look as open as we thought. Decided to hold on to it a little long. We're going to dump it off to Skattebo, who makes it worth it for 5. Donnelly getting head pats because they're like, yeah, I almost got you. I almost got you. That's a panic. What a catch by Broden. I think we got to reward him with a go for. Oh, man, this is risky, though. I don't like the way they're posturing outside. We got to trust a block on Buckner. Oh, no, we didn't get the free play. Skattebo will get the first down anyways. I thought we had the free play. Did we not? I thought we forced him offside in time, and I guess he wasn't offside yet at that point. That's a crazy try, and he actually had a chance. Instantly took off, realizing that it was not looking good. Their defense looks pretty good, though. I mean, that D-line is as good as we thought it would be. And that's behind him a little bit because he's getting hit as he's throwing. We need, like, all the quick looks. Like, that's the only way we're going to win this game is quick looks. These guys are literally inside of each other. Pause. It's a tough one. Great throw, great catch. Steffen's first down. Still hate the way the letters worked. Like, the spacing is just like any NFL jersey, but for some reason the lettering is just messed up. There goes Gadsden. Could score. Yeah, it's not good enough to throw. If it's in front of him, he might score. All right, if this is a blitz, Skattebo is going to get some yards here, I'll tell you that. It's not a blitz. Swain. Oh, my God. Over a little bit too far off the tips. Fingertip play was kind of scary. Looking at Gadsden, Wayne. Let's go to Gadsden. It's good enough throw, and there goes Gadsden. Touchdown coming up. Fight all the way to the 1. What an effort. Serve it to the line. See if we can just get Scat up in there. And we will. Touchdown. Drive was looking a little worrisome for a while there. Had to convert a 4th and 2, but it worked out. We got a score in the end. To the 36-yard line. 6-yard gain. Look like they're probably going to run the ball again. And they will. We are out there. They only gained 2 or 3 yards. Running the blitz. Where is Wood? And we bring the blitz, and it's just not actually bad. One-on-one Maynard there, but not good enough. We don't get enough pressure, and they will convert. Who is on? Oh, it's a zone. I got so confused. I was like, who's on any of these people over here? And that's instantly wide open. Please tackle him. Get him. Okay, down to the 5. They just stopped running. Brian Thomas is all of their yards so far. Harden is getting destroyed out there. This could be the game. We talked about it last game, and into this one, how Harden did enough to stay out there in the boundary, but Fant might be coming in on the boundary here. Now Harden should be happy he's even out there still. We could end up, starting Greenfield. And there's just nobody there. Oh, we missed so hard. That's a touchdown, Taylor. Easy money. They answer back with ease. Of course, we have a freaking wide receiver trick. And he doesn't take it. Why can't we pitch it? You actually have to genuinely hand it off. You can't even just pitch it if you miss the timing or you decide to change it. Wayne, that's a pretty damn good throw, and he drops it. Wow. It is admittedly good coverage, but it's also a better throw. Guard's not going to help. We don't even double team anyone there because I feel like we're away from Buckner. I think we can get away. You're away from Buckner. I think you can, you know, run it past him, and we weren't wrong. Just didn't get the block inside. Steffens. They didn't expect a quick throw like that, and yeah, we just snuck one right in on them. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, whatever it was. Huge conversion. Start of the second quarter. Down 7. Yeah, the Mavericks offense is looking as good as I expected it to be. Kind of misdirection type of slip screen, sort of. You got a lot of guys running across the face of the defense. Little dump off. That was slick with it. And again, Skattebo with that juke move is lethal. It's not often you see a guy that is, you know, that slow, but that elusive. Swain, the rookie, wide open. So open that he even got, you know, upfield after a spin catch. Spin catch is usually the death of a run after the catch type of play. Skattebo left side. Not really open. Tries to truck forward. Bounces out! Skattebo! 41 yards, scrambled to the end zone. He's short by 1. Little scamper. Oh, what a play. I can't believe he just got chased down by Brian Branch, though. That is the definition of being slow, though. I can't believe he also fell that way. We got to get him in the end zone. He has to. Oh, my God. Look at the size here. This is not going to go well for us, I don't think. And Skattebo bounced to the 1 still. He deserves it. That run was insane, man. And he barely gets in. Touchdown number 2 for Skattebo. Kind of criminal that we didn't show the replay. But okay, now we're starting to see that, you know, the value of, you know, maybe not being the fastest. What a freaking sack. Maynard kind of outplaying Pierce so far. I know Pierce has the numbers right now, but Maynard pure like win rate I think might be higher already. But yeah, we're actually seeing the value of, you know, being able to break tackles. And it's not just about speed. That break tackle rating being 90. What a try on that pig. Harden trying to win that job back. But yeah, that break tackle. Whew, that was nice. We got covering what? Oh, I got almost tricked. Pierce, great move. Oh, Tariq. Oh my God, that tight end's fast. Moved out of the way because I wanted that hit. I wanted that Skinner hit. It was a smart move. Lay him off to the safeties. You know, he lays the boom. Oh, that's picked. No way he just caught that on us. How is this look not picked off? Our guy, like, possessions it. Hello? I hate defense. I hate it so much. That spin worked, but unfortunately, this tight end, man, he is so quick. Guy's got 88 speed, and he's 6'2", so it's really cheese. It's like playing wide receiver at tight end, which with his frame, I guess, at the weight, he can play it. DT gets a nice push, and because of it, he kind of cuts back in because he's about to get beat to the edge. It's got to be that tight end play, right? There's no way they're going to run it again. They will. And we just give him the edge. Great tackle to the knee, to the 4. That changed the direction. I'm used to using Skattebo. I'm like, you can't cut back that hard. It's impossible. But no, pretty much everyone but him can. Got to stop over pursuing. All right, we got some things going on here. We got some movement. And wide open outside. They will regain the lead. I mean, it's been a good one so far. Can't deny it. Let's go with the post. Swain wide open. A lot of room after the catch. 15-yarder. Rode into the corner. Maybe? Is that the guy? Is he the guy to go to? That's wide open. Steffens showing off that speed. Cutting it back outside. Avoid the injury. Although, ironically enough, those sharp cuts are probably more leading to injury than being hit. Outside Skattebo. Good juke move, though. Scat for 10. One-on-one, he's pretty much guaranteed. We're going full verts. If this is zone, he's going to beat him. It's not. We should have taken it, maybe. I just don't think on 1st and 10 with, you know, a whole minute, 3 timeouts left, that it's worth taking a shot that might be picked off if it's slightly underthrown. I just don't trust our ability to hit those throws, you know. late and caught by Broden. We couldn't get away. Injury. Who is it? Our lineman. Oh, not our center, man. He looks sad. Likely going to call a timeout there anyways, but as far as like the injury concerns, yeah, there's some concerns there. What the hell is my damn fade? Give me my fade. That's a fade? We're too far away from the end zone? Steffens. What a throw, by the way. And tried out, run into the edge. Another injury. Now Steffens is hurt. Wrist injury. This could be a bad one. Hip pointer for Peck. Whippler will take over. Fake toss slide. Let's see it. And there goes a wide open Torrey Horton. Touchdown right back into the game. Tying it up from the 30-yard line. They are trying to throw the ball, so... Tight end's open. Over the middle's open. Huge hit missed. All the way to the 46. Yeah, I can maybe see why they lose games. Their offense is good, but as the stats say, their defense is bad, which I don't understand, man. They got pass rushers like that. They should be cooking. Maybe they're just too aggressive. Kind of bumped our own guy, and Harden from the slot gets cooked over top. How are we not deep enough for this? Why is he, like, back? He just doesn't see it, man. Wood has been a bigger problem than anybody today. Or not even today, but just this season. He just sits there and lets people run right by him and then reacts insanely late. It's kind of wild. Where is the speed? The hell, Wayne? Did you get hit by a Twain? That Twain? It didn't really work. It's a tough one. That's a good throw, though. Great defense. Nothing pre-half. At least going to throw a pick. Oh, it's 3rd and 10. I thought it was already 3rd down that play. I mean, this might just be a shot to Broden. And underthrown. Almost caught, though. It almost worked out. They're telling me to go for a Hail Mary. 6 seconds is a lot of time. And if they get a good push, you know, you're talking about a field goal. No way I'm taking a Hail Mary there. That's crazy to even suggest it. Good hit try. Didn't finish it. And, you know, we're trying to get that ball out. They're going to hold a 7-point lead into halftime, even though I think we've played amazingly on offense. Run inside, which we've kind of abandoned. And then I guess you defend the deep pass because we can't defend it right now. Deep kick. We like when it's off to the left side. Although it's not going to matter here as we get no blocks. I mean, look at the way they're running this play. Like, he just... I don't know how we're going to turn this into something. Skattebo kind of just tries to cut, maybe a little too late, only gains 1. End around, Broden's fast. But not as fast as that edge rusher who kills us. Loss of 5, wasn't even an edge rusher, it was Buckner on the interior. This has not been an ideal start. We were kind of, I mean, both teams just going blow for blow, but they have definitely woken up on their defensive side of the ball. We just have to dump it off. We don't have time to look for that deep in. Skattebo gets some yards, but not enough to go for it. Yeah, not an ideal start to the second half as they are going to be up 7 with ball again. Might be a slowing down of the game, too, when they start running it. Try to swat it. That was pretty good timing, too. Jordan Love, because these deep shots, now at 300 yards. I mean, a game like this might actually prop him up for MVP. And we can't get it off there in time, and you get another quick slant. Defense right now, no matter what we do, no matter who we adjust, it's just not been great. And again, Wood is napping. And another over-the-top defense touchdown. Like, I don't know who's even supposed to be there. I feel like this was not the correct call, right? But it wasn't man coverage, I don't think. Harden, I think, was supposed to drop back into the purple, which wouldn't matter anyways. The safety needs to pick that up. I mean, Skinner on the other side is just like, he's cooking. He doesn't care. Wood is just terrible. Ransom's going to be our starting safety for the rest of this game, I think. Wood has just been awful. As Skattebo is trying to bounce and bounce and bounce. He gets caught up on his own lineman. Got the play action look to the right side. Got a lot of speed from Swain, so we'll see if we can make something happen of it. He's just not open. I'm going to take that. Screw it. Almost picked off the deflection. It's a great throw. Wayne has it in his hands. Needs to be caught. There's really not much more to it than that. Catch the ball. That's all there is. Steffens definitely covered here. Skattebo might slip in behind, though. Steffens. Perfect throw. Great catch. Touchdown, Steffens for 67. There you go. Back out on the field. Perfect timing. And we have finally gotten a deep shot of our own. A lot of wheels, a lot of movement there. They did not pass off properly at all. Sean Steffens, massive play. Perfect ball, may I add, as well. Just on the money. Any below, any ahead, it's not a touchdown. Obviously not any ahead. It's not even a completion. Huge stop there on 2nd and 2 to force 3rd and 1. Ransom coming up. Fant moving in. Shifting them over. We have the blitz over on this side. Quick throw to the outside, and they've completed it every single time. Darius Slayton is apparently the GOAT. Trying to get a free play on us. Oh, they got a nice chip, too. Aw. We bring them down, thank you, to the 44. This team, you know, if this game goes into overtime, Jordan Love might break an NFL record here. All right, we're not ready for this. Stuck on Tull. Try to swat, can't. Beat by the tight end. 1st down. Shift him over. Bring Skinner down. Can't turn around in time. Probably had that over the middle. Didn't take it, though, thankfully. Our linebackers, sometimes they just look stuck in the mud, which, I mean, they are linebackers. They're big dudes. Makes sense. And back of the end zone. Picked off! Right foot, debatable. About time Corey Trice gets on the board with a pick. It's, you know, last year he had a lot of them. Kind of a slow start this year. Jordan Love with a patented late game for no reason at all turnover. And I don't know if they're going to call this a catch or not. I mean, personally, where are they seeing the right foot down? Unless they're saying, like, right here, grazed it enough. Maybe? I don't know. There was no option to sim, though, so you know it is a legitimate takeaway. Gadsden drops it. RPO, I think they have this red. And, yeah, they even have the run red. Oof. Steffens injured now. That's the thing with Skattebo, though. He had a 40-yard run, and he is now 10 for 61. So that's 8 for 20, which is not great. I don't love it. I think you got to take it anyways. Can he catch it? He can! What a play! Back to the ball, Broden. You got to take a shot there, even though there wasn't really an opening look, and Broden's your tallest, fastest guy. If anyone's going to get back to the ball, that's the man, and what a play coming back to it was. Down 7, but a massive conversion to give us life. Finally, some freaking highlight plays for once. Who would have thought? Who would have thought you just got to get a little aggressive? I tried to juke him, but he was already on that side. Muscle cramp Steffens. Smith Marset comes in. I really think if they blitz, they are going to leave Swain. They do it a lot. And that's not great. Oh, what a catch, Swain. And now we have another injury. I think this is Whippler now. No, maybe it wasn't. I think it was the center coming back in. Got hurt again. That's kind of insane, actually. That's Cam Skattebo. Where is Fashanu going? He got lost. Big play still, but doesn't change the fact that a touchdown might have been had. And Cam Skattebo gets almost stripped. Bruce Cerner for Valele. Frazier's coming in. Touchdown. Oh, my God. He just swatted away a touchdown. Wow. Drive under. You got Gadsden, Swain are in my top 2 routes. Skattebo. Underthrows him. In for the touchdown. Tied up as soon as we hit the extra point. Bold defense is looking horrible in this one. We've come back from down 14. Spin move. Good throw. Good catch. 8 yards. Try to get that little spin in there with Pierce. Didn't work out. It's okay. It's okay. Need these DTs to wake up, though. Oh, my. They're going the wrong way here. Yeah, they get nothing. They lose a yard. Counterplay needing 2 is definitely a call. Not necessarily a good call, but a call nonetheless. You're the fullback now, which we're not on. They go to the outside anyways, and they will hold on. Huge hit by Tariq. Still doesn't fumble. 184 yards for Thomas on 4. They can clock us in theory. In theory, they can clock us, and that is going to be a false start on the right guard, I believe. Let's go Maynard off that other side. Little bit of a push. Not a... What is that angle? Huge hit. Troy's had the boundary, and he stepped inside. Can't do it. They didn't hike it. A little underneath, and Thomas. I mean, you just don't expect Thomas to be the one underneath, you know? I mean, are they going to take this to the 2-minute? They should. Field goal wins it, and they won't. They're going to hike it. And I guess when you see something you like, you take it, but even though Thomas is over 200 yards, it is also going to guarantee we get the ball back. So I don't know about that decision from them, but from our side, will definitely take it. Oh, you just cut us back hard. And I don't love wasting a timeout now because they're so close. It almost seems like a guaranteed score, no? See if Paul can make a play here. Try to bait it. Nope, it's going to be a run. We're out there, and we help him into the end zone. Chris Paul Jr., the only guy actually trying to keep him out of the end zone. Not really worried because I think our offense can get it done, but still it doesn't help that, you know, unless you go for 2, it's just the best we're going to get is overtime. And there you go. The trick worked. Wayne, huge run to about the 50-yard line. There you go, baby. Good return. Believe it or not, I'm going to run the ball here. I like an opening here of 10. And it's about 10. 8 yards is not bad. 8 yards is, I think, an okay way to start this drive when you're at the 50. It's a great route by Wayne. A little bad of a throw, though, and it will be dropped because of it. I want that ball back towards us. Broden, good catch. Sit down on it. Make sure we get that conversion. All right, Swain, you're my main man here. Damn, that's just not open. Go to screen pass. Kind of our safety net when things aren't going our way. They're not on it. One-on-one. Skattebo will get the first down. Timeout. Do like Swain on this crosser. Let's see if we can find him. And we can't get it to him because of the pressure. It's a touchdown. It is unfortunately a touchdown that won't exist, though. Wayne. I like Wayne here a lot, too. Come on, Broden. Oh, it's a terrible throw. I mean, I seen Swain. I should have taken him, but Broden's open. I mean, he's got leverage. That's a pretty good throw, and it's not because it's underthrown at his knees. All right, for all the marbles, I need a block here from Skattebo. A little dump on. I mean, we got Steffens. Get the corner out. Steffens, it's overthrown, but he holds on to the 8. What a clutch catch. Oh, my. 4th and 10 conversion. Beautiful catch. That is wild. It's a tough one. Drops, blasted in fairness. Don't like under center at all here, but I do like angle. They're on it. We should have taken that. Throw it away. Damn it, dude. 3rd and goal from the 8. 9 seconds. Just didn't see the tight end because I just don't trust the inside of the field when we have no timeouts, but it was so naked. All we got to do is just get in the end zone. It's a tough one. That's picked. That's a force. Trying to make up for that misread to Swain and just trying to force it with a little bit of time left. Damn. Rodriguez with the pick. I thought he was going to carry that further. I really did. And he just, I mean, both of them read it as a pick from either of them, honestly. Maybe not. Swain probably does catch this if Rodriguez falls for it more. But nobody's really open on this play. Maybe if you have a little more time, which, I don't know, they look like they're about to break in. Maybe you get Broden, but you need at least another 1.5 seconds. Damn, we should have hit freaking Swain on the play before. Instead, we're going to lose this thing like this. They're not going to... What the hell are they doing? You going for like a milestone? Try to strip it. They don't even try to strip it. We lose the game by 7, dropping us down to 2-4. It was a hell of an attempt. Offense was on point, and it's just we failed to clutch up. We choked it. That sucks, dude. Of course, our interception comes right at the end there. Look at the completion percentage, though. So many drop passes, so many throwaways, so many, slight over balls. Skattebo, both teams only ran outside of the wide receiver run with their starting running back. Oh, that sucks. That really does suck. Look at freaking Thomas, dude. 208 yards with 2 touchdowns. Steffen's 141 yards on a touchdown. Could get a breakout from that. Skattebo, great, 54 with a touchdown. Broden, 55. Swain, 46. Gadsden with 40. And then Wayne with, multiple drops. Three statistical drops. We had total 6 on the team, mind you. That's crazy. Malachi Maynard with a sack. Rodriguez and Trice with a pick. And a loss overall for the team. I want to see some of these highlights, though. I don't think I've seen the run from Cam Skattebo, but here this is like a 3rd and 13, so obviously we're not hitting that throw. Maybe Swain, but that is a tough look. In the corner over there, linebacker whoever's on Skattebo has a chance. Just take the look to the big guy. Just take a look to the big guy. We come back to the ball easily. Uncontested, even. And you have this tough look as well, where you're just barely making this read. Looking across the board here, first thing I'm seeing is Skattebo open, but there's no way we hit that throw. Ankle to the right, maybe. Steffens gets left. Perfect throw. Touchdown. And I still think it's absolutely insane that we don't see the 40-yard bounce-off run for freaking Cam Skattebo, dude. How many touchdowns does Scat have? 3? He might have 3. Making up for lost time, I'll tell you that much. 3 in the day. Could still be player of the week, even if Brian Thomas looked better. Look at that damn NFC East, though, and then here we are at the bottom of our division with the monsters of all teams at 2-4. The season's far from over, obviously, but that still does blow. It sucks. Oh, who's out for the season? Jalen Johnson. Oof, that is a tough beat. Either way, that's going to be it for this one. We have the Blue Dragons yet again, and then the Kodiaks following them. 2-4. We win one, we lose one. We win one, we lose 2. It's just we can't win more than we lose at any given time, unfortunately. That's kind of the whole point of being 2-4. I thought we played pretty well against the Mavericks, who looked like a way better team than that freaking record showed, like we thought. But unfortunately, we choked it right at the end. Just a good old-fashioned choke job. Regardless, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays and Madden content, and we should likely have a rebuild a little later today with another episode of this tomorrow. So check that out. Also check out the Oblivion episode on Friday, I imagine, came out on the second channel, PK Plays. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for the next video, but until next video, see ya. And again, shout out to all the members of the channel, especially returning member Kills and brand new member Tyler Kliss. Welcome to the members club, if you will. Members club. Everyone's gonna be like, we do not want to be a part of this. You called it a club. No, we're done. We're out of here. But yeah, for anyone that sees their name kind of come up or come off, even if you just have it on auto or if it's a little late, I apologize. I just literally go off of what it says. If it says someone's a member, if they're not a member, and that's it. That's literally it. And I like to have it updated within a day. So usually if you become a member on like a Friday, you should at no later see your name show up at the end of the video on a Sunday. So at the very latest, sometimes the timing gets a little weird. You become a member after the Saturday's video is already like rendered and all that. But yeah, appreciate y'all a ton. If you're not already a member thinking about becoming one, click the join button next to the subscribe button. All the details will be in there. We have a members only rebuild on the 15th of every month. Check that out. Regardless of a member or not, appreciate y'all for watching and